Nancy Pelosi yesterday posed in a purple mask with a purple hashtag, and she posted online because she wants you to know that the purple power is supporting her, the Democrat caucus is supporting her, and the Republican caucus is supporting her. Uh, Needless to say, my Democats that run into the room and watch me with bated breath with their tails wagging every day, apparently their viewers tell me that every time I mention Nancy Pelosi's name, they literally hide under the bed. No joke. So, to my blue dog Democrats and my Democats that come in the room and my Republicats that fluster into the room every time I say lobster, well, thank you for joining me. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Ella. I hope you're good and safe on a big day for second stimulus, as all eyes are on what could be an imminent deal on second stimulus, or also an imminent situation for executive order. Viewers of this channel really believe that executive order is the path that's where things are going to land, but what do you think? Go to the front of this channel, subscribe, and drop your comments below, and they may be featured in tomorrow's recording, and then like this video so that the video appears higher in the ranking. This is Afternoons LALATE that starts every day at 3:30 with the check, then goes to hazard pay, then FPUC, and then rent. Part of our 3.5-hour programming block every day here on LALATE. Big details today about rent, as the president came out in favor of a rent aid. The Republicans came out in favor of a rent aid, and this is on the heels of a Tuesday bill that proposed rent aid for you as well. Let's get to the incredible details. On Tuesday, the Problem Solvers, a group of bipartisan members, Republicans and Democrats, introduced a bill, and in it there was a lot of money for rent aid. Rent aid has not been an item in a Republican bill for second stimulus since second stimulus started negotiations. So the fact that Republicans would actually put rent aid in there was incredible. But it didn't end there, the great news. The president thereafter came out in support of rent aid and supported the Problem Solvers bill and supported the dollar value of the Problem Solvers bill. So does this mean that the president wants to give you rent aid? Yes. He said that it's not your fault that the pandemic hit. It's not your fault that you're on lockdown. You deserve to be compensated. Moreover, he talked about from an economic standpoint, which was the more money you put into the system, the more money it comes around. Overstimulating the economy is not a bad thing. Ironically, I was like, this is the best economic statement he could ever make. Why has he not made it before? It's one of those moments that people think maybe this is being held right before the election. But as we sit here today, the movement is to get this bill passed and nothing else. Rent aid was never part of any path to get executive order relief. It was certainly not a path for Republicans, and it was a path in the Democrats, but the HEROES Act ostensibly looked dead as of last week, with no bipartisan support for an overweighted bill that does too much and does it the wrong way. Now, the other path to get rent aid is absolutely happening. Let me tell you that right now. In a We're exclusive over this weekend, this channel detailed that cities and counties have $150 billion of COVID-19 relief given to them under CARES Act 1, which they have not used. And those cities and counties are now spending money on you for things like rent. So I encourage you to go on Google and look for news stories by searching for news stories with the keywords Google rent plus your city, state, or county plus the word grant. There's a lot of new grant programs coming. And one viewer minutes ago in one of the comments to another video said she followed my advice and she's getting, I think she had $2,000 of rent grants for 3 months, and she thanked me for giving her the advice. Ultimately, you have to do the looking. I can't tell you where to find it, but I can tell you the keywords to search. Again, go looking for news articles on Google News by using the keywords rent plus, grant plus, And then you ended with the name of your city, county, and state. You look for all three things, and you keep on looking on a regular basis every few days because it's being announced. Why now? Because states have to use it or lose it. The money's about to be returned back to Congress because they have not used the money. And so cities like Waco, Texas, just this week announced, hey, we have a grant program. Come and get it. Couple months of rent. Just announced this week. As that viewer said, I saw it and I went and applied and I got the money. Another viewer said that they applied and they have an interview next week and they're thinking they're going to get the money as well. So incredibly great news. Let me answer some of your 303 rent questions from yesterday before we get to more to the developments about rent and EIDL today. Denny Johnson, enough. The purple-minded people in Congress got together. Would they be able to remove the leaders of the three parties illegally, impeach them out of their seats? There's no congressional history of a member being removed from their seat, but there's a lot of debate whether it's constitutional or not. And there has been movements to remove speakers from their speaker position, not remove them completely from the Senate or House. Courtney, there's so much going on in my life. Not talking about stimulus, but I'm looking forward to your videos. Well, thank you. Jamie, LALATE, Nancy Pelosi would appreciate a coupon from her hair salon and maybe some pot to relax her while she's getting her hair fixed. Oh my goodness. McConnell's so disappointed with his tuna salad that he wanted lobster to eat while many Americans are suffering the wrath of pandemic. McConnell wants lobster. Sandra Jones, I believe your show is I believe your show is being watched by a lot of these politicians, which is amazing because look at what you've done with the Purple Power. Congrats on hitting 250,000 viewers. You are much loved and respected. I mean, she appeared in a purple mask yesterday and hashtagged purple in the hashtag amid Democrats calling for her, ordering her to get back in negotiations with Steve Mnuchin, Steny Hoyer rushing to her room, urging her to deal with something right now. Your Purple Power has worked. Tana, is Mitch going to support the bill or is it going to go cause problems? We don't know. I mean, he's literally hid out for the last 3 days. And the president is using Mitch as sort of the scapegoat again, which he's very good at doing. So we don't know if Mitch is the problem or Mitch is the scapegoat or whether Mitch sort of says, hey, use me as a scapegoat and I'm fine with it. Kimberly Ballou, hey, Nance, here's a puff and relax. Everett, she needs to go and I'll buy her a week to stay high. Matt Connor. When are they going to vote on this? Barbara, I've enjoyed listening to you every day. Benita, does everyone in the White House know who their boss is? Jason, I pray good things are going to happen for California. I'm here. How are we going to enjoy this? Hang on and stay loose, California. Veronica, if we claimed our son and didn't get the $500, but did the claim should receive that, if you could please explain, LALATE. Yes, the $500 for children under the first stimulus check package is now coming. There's a lot of news articles about it. You need to make sure that IRS has all the information they need. Go on Google News search and type in IRS plus $500 first stimulus. There's about 20 articles and there's stuff on the irs.gov website explaining more about that. Charlotte Nixon, God bless every person. Well, thank you. Tana, good evening, LA. Funny times, bless you, LA. Purple Power resigns. Reigns, not resigns. Get some well-earned rest, okay? Denny Johnson, Purple's honesty and truth and empathy. To me, we look at the problems and solve them together. Very well said. James Stute, hello there. Haven't passed anything yet. Oh, hell, they haven't passed anything yet. That's true, but the bill was just introduced on Tuesday. Lisa Kraft, cracking me up, LA. And Latinica. And to help ones that became homeless already by helping them regain their apartment. Terry Tuner, can they vote to remove her out from being Speaker of the House? Yes, they can. Which is different from removing her from the Senate, from the House of Representatives, from her seat altogether. Amy, when will the new bill be voted upon? We don't know yet. Sal DeLone, round 6 is ending Friday, April 18th. Patrick, you're the man, the legend, the chief of the Purple Power Nation. I love that. Warbirds Northwest Dahlgren. Thank you for your info. I get a kick out of you. Thank you for making a dark period just much brighter. Without hope, you got nothing. As we sit here now at the 8-minute mark, that's a perfect time to deliver a bombshell. What Warbirds is saying is what the spirit of this channel has always been from the very beginning. From the very, very first day on April 25th when I was doing EIDL grant, EIDL loan, PPP, and PUA videos, my focus was also to keep you motivated. There's a lot of ways to record a video, and you do what feels naturally to you. But a few days into the recording of the videos, I went from like 85 viewers to 25 viewers in one day. It was literally like that. That's how many viewers I had. And I said, well, if there's only, I lost 85, I went to 25 in one day. What's going on here? I said, if you're not going to watch, and I won't stay here. And they said in the comments, they said, no, it's not so much just the content, it's the message you're delivering. It keeps us so positive, so motivated, so focused. I did not know that until they told me, and then they continued to tell me. And so in those first few days, I realized that as a pandemic was hitting in late April, it's already permeated in April, but as it was spreading in April, there was no one else out there motivating people, giving them positive message, whether it was to encourage them to apply for EIDL or call SBA every single time, which I'm still telling people to do. Call SBA if you still haven't gotten your EIDL. Go into the private if you're looking for your EIDL help. Reach out to a mentor. Call the SBA loan department. Look for your loan officer. Push and push and push. You will get the money you're entitled to. Look at staying local for your stimulus relief and for rent aid and for unemployment benefits, because the states have a lot of money. Search it out. I kept that positive message, and that's why this channel spread so quickly, because people don't always use a positive message. Some people like to, deliver negativity, sadness, depression, darkness, but this is not the Darth Vader channel. It's more like the Luke Skywalker channel. Nancy Larson, whole new meaning to Broad's Way. Connie Hilgren, we got the purple power. Sheila, thank you for the updated info. Love your segment. Well, thank you. Irene, you're cracking me up. Amy, love your show, love your videos. I'm always sharing with friends, especially a friend who writes grants for a local agency. Oh, well, thank you, Amy B. Cecilia, taking too long. The Congress, they don't move very quickly, Cecilia. Vincent, I appreciate you keeping us informed. Thank you for caring for us. Purple Power works. Keep on pushing. Amen. Maria, thank God for the wave of movement that is happening now. Faze Hawk, I just checked the CARES Act for South Indiana. I think it's Indiana. And they're spending their money on colleges, small business, but I never saw anything they were giving money to the citizens. Awful. Keep looking. You're looking on a statewide basis, so look on a city and county-wide basis as well, because your comment was about the whole state entirely. Mary Kelly, when is this bill coming up for vote? Don't know. Barbara Garcia, LA, the people have called a 211 emergency hotline if they have one in their city or state. Oh, that's a great point. If you're trying to get some information, call the 211 hotline. Absolutely. Chris Ebb, glad you helped the politicians balance. Maybe the cats have affinity. Have something to do with your jokes about Pelosi's hair. I love that. Arturo, let's get together, brother. Get them to vote on quickly. We've waited long enough. Evelyn, when are they going to vote on it? Sandra, keep up the good work. Mora, woo, hitting 250. Pawpaw, as usual, the oracle's right. Sheila, I know of a perfect hairdresser for Nancy Nutball. Monsieur Weed Whacker. Oh my goodness. Connie Pressler, thank you, LA, for keeping us informed. Linda, you have a blessed day. Well, thank you. Patrick, new cocky. I love the new ending. Purple Power. Sandra, thank you for all the updates in your channel. My family loves watching. I love your sense of humor during these difficult times. You keep everything lighthearted and positive. Well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. If you've not applied for your EIDL loan, go apply. SBA.gov. Go get an SBA loan. EIDL. How do you know if you qualify? It'll say on the website if you qualify. But I'll tell you, if you worked as an independent contractor, sole practitioner, solo, Uber driver, Lyft driver, Airbnb, Grubhub, anything like that, go get one. Worked as a business owner, have a couple employees, go get one. It doesn't have to be sophisticated operations, so long as you're paying taxes on the money, so long as you can verify the business operations, go get it. Doesn't have to be a business with a business office and an EIDL, an EIN and all that. If you're paying taxes on it and you have the revenue and have the income to support it, go get it. Grants are not always the option of the day. Sometimes it's loans, and loans are great because a lot of them don't have principal and don't have interest due, in the first year. So by then you'll be fully out of the pandemic and be able to give back the loan if you don't need it. The loan has no early repayment penalty. So this is a great thing. As always, go to the Finance channel and subscribe and drop your comments below. I might feature them in tomorrow's recording, and hit the like button. It helps with the video. Coming up next is Evenings LALATE. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay LALATE.